Hi guys, bit of a titanic head-to-head here, two huge big devices. On the right, the Sony Xperia Z Ultra 6.4 inch screen against the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. I'm going to do my usual tests. You take from them whatever you will. They're not massively scientific. The Note 3 is running a custom ROM X Note, I think version 13. It's based on Samsung, so it's not like it's AOSP. It'll be slightly tweaked. It won't make a huge difference. It's still very close to stock, but I declare that from the beginning. I know it does upset some people when they're not both stock, but to be honest, it's quite a big routine for me to go back to stock just to do the test and then go back when I don't think it makes a massive difference. Maybe that'll be a video for another day. I'll do this against it being stock, just so we can see. Right, we're going to kick things off with the Angry Birds opening test. Again, a lot of people, why'd you bother? It's a matter of literally milliseconds difference. And it looks like it is, just milliseconds difference. The Note 3 was quicker. Let's give it one more go. To check it wasn't, oh, that's interesting. No, yep, no, no. So that was quicker on the Note 3. Now, as I was saying, I know some people say, oh, really, who cares opening an app? I can wait that extra quarter of a second. It's just, as with everything in this sort of test, it's just to give you a rough idea of the power. It's not, I'm not implying that you should then get the Note 3 because it opens Angry Birds half a second quicker than the Z Ultra, but it will give you a better idea of the processing power in the one machine to the other. As will Geekbench. So we see here, they both have the Snapdragon 800, the Note 3 running at 2.27 by default, and the Z Ultra running at 2.15. You see the Note 3 has an extra gig of RAM over the Z Ultra. But we're going to go ahead and run the benchmarks. As usual, I won't make you watch the whole benchmark, especially this one, it's not particularly exciting. So we'll come back for the results. There we go. So interesting, so single core, the Note 3 squeaks by the Z Ultra. Multi-core, the Z Ultra has beaten, I mean I wouldn't say squeaked by and I wouldn't say battered or anything like that, reasonable, what's that, 5-6% perhaps. Interesting. Also, while I was doing, I just turned the brightness on both phones up to full, just so you could get a rough idea of the screens, because I think, I don't know, to me the Note 3 looks quite a bit punchier. Look, that blue, it looks slightly sort of faded and washed out really, against the Note 3's punchy dark blues. It's kind of quite interesting really. And the white to the Note 3 to me seems much sharper, brighter. I don't particularly know if there's anything. You guys should let me know in the comments if there's anything particular you want to see from these results. I'll just scroll through. You can freeze or slow it or something if you want to pick something out. But otherwise, okay, so I've relocated close to the window. I've actually held both devices up at the window to let them lock on. Now I shall go into Tools, Manage a GPS State. I'm going to reset them both and come out of the app. Reset, come out, come out. Then, so you can see both of them have cleared. Then we go back in. And hopefully I'm near enough the window for it to, for them to lock. Oh! I'm going to wait to see it actually gives a position. It's got 8, there we go. So the Z Ultra is locked. The Note 3 has only got one satellite still at the minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, so it should, there we go. So a little bit behind. But the Z Ultra won the GPS test, it would seem. Move on to the speaker test.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Now, I'm never quite sure how well this comes out in video, but to me the Note 3 does have a better rounded noise. There's a little bit more bass, there's a little bit more volume. I will check though. Let's go to podcasts as well. So, what is that? It looks like it's crashed.
This is Tech News Today for Monday, March 24th, 2014. This is Tech News Today for Monday, March 24th, 2014. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free 2-week trial and 10% off, go to our writer for CNET. Welcome, Donna. Fast and easy. Create your stories of the day in conversation with some of the world's leading journalists. Our guest co-writer today is Donna Tan.
So again, I don't think that the Z Ultra speaker is bad, but it's not quite as good as the Note 3. The Note 3 is one of the best speakers I think I've heard on a mobile device. So it's almost unfair to pit other phones against it. I think the Z Ultra does a reasonable job, but yeah, it's not quite as much bass, not quite as much volume. I have got a whole playlist of separate speaker tests where I use my decibel meter to measure them. So if you want to see a bit more about the speaker, go and have a look at those. Move on to browser test. I'm going to clear both browsing datas. Took no time on the Z Ultra because I've not browsed at all on it just yet. The Note 3 taking a little bit more time. Where shall we try first? Let's try. There we go. So we're going to go for Shush. They're both on his own. Oh, wow. They're both very quick. Both the same, I would suggest, off that one. Go for Engadget.com. Just edged by these. I mind you, they're still both loading. Sorry. Yeah, the Z Ultra did just edge it, not by a massive amount, but. Yeah. Still loading. Ooh, I didn't really catch. Mine needed an instant replay to be able to catch which one of them loaded very just first. Let's try one more. Where should we try? Z Ultra looks to be just that bit quicker, just a fraction. If we give you a bit of. They're both pretty smooth, aren't they? There you go, so that's the Chrome browser. So all in all, there's not a huge deal between both devices. The benchmark slightly edged by the Z Ultra, as was the browser, which was quite interesting because it's a slightly slower processor, although the same type of processor, and less RAM. What was it? The Angry Birds opening just got edged by the Note 3. The GPS was better on the Z Ultra. So I think. And the speaker was better on the Note 3. So depending what is important to you, you could quite easily argue that the Z Ultra won, because I think it won three of the 5, so it's 3-2. But then for me, the speaker is very important. I do listen to podcasts, and the GPS is good. You know, all the rest of it's very close. So you could say the speaker was the edge if that's what's important to you. Anyway, if you're looking at a phablet type device, that might have helped you decide. Hopefully it's been useful for you. My name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.